Hey, what's up YouTube? Luis back at it again for another video for you guys. So today is just going to be a pretty simple install. I'm going to be installing some mud flaps on my cousin's 2018 Civic Si Coupe. This nice blue right here, and he's just waxing up where we're going to be installing the mud flaps so he doesn't get scratches or stuff like that from the debris that kind of makes its way underneath the mud flap. So yeah, that's going to be the install for today, guys, or video for you guys to watch. Install today is going to be mud flaps on a 2018 Civic Si Coupe. Let's jump right into it, boys and girls, sorry. So like I was saying, we're just waxing up this little spot right here, and the reason for that is so you don't get scratches or dirt or anything under the mud flap to scratch it, like I was saying, because of scratches, of course. And guys, if you haven't met my cousin, one of my good friends that's always around my house, Jesus OG Torres. He's gonna be in the vlogs all the time, you know. He has a badass blue 2018 Civic Si Coupe, and we're SI brothers, so we're gonna get down and handle this shit. So yeah, we're just gonna start with the rears, and I'm gonna have my cousin do it because he's never worked on his car before, so he's gonna learn today. And for all you guys new to installing these mud flaps, I already did them on my red coupe, but I'm going to be helping him do them on his car. And on the rear there are 2 screws and 1 clip that you use. You're not going to reuse the old screw or the clip on the bottom. You're going to use the new screws and the new clip that came with it. Let me show you where the screws are. The 2 screws that you're going to be using are going to be this one, I believe, up top, and you're going to drill one out this dimple down here. There's a little dimple right here. You'll see it when you get to your car, and you're supposed to drill it with the little clip that comes with it in the back. And yeah, and then there's a tab on the bottom. This tab right here is the bottom tab that you're going to remove for the mud flap. So this is the part number for the OEM 2017-2018 10th Gen Civic Coupe mud flaps. And the tools you will be needing is a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead to pull out the tab. So let's jump right into it, guys. And the mud flaps are labeled
front left, you know? Front left.
Yeah, so you'll say that's for the front left, so we're not going to use that one. And this is the one going to be going on the your side, right side. It says TBJRR and then rear, right. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Comes with the screws and tabs you will be needing. So I'm going to show my cousin how to do the first one, just so he gets a little idea of how to do it. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let's get your Phillips screwdriver and just go slow because you don't want to strip the bolt. Screw and the tab on the bottom. I always get extra screwdriver just in case. You want to actually get down because you don't want to scratch or anything, so. Voila, comes out really easy. And then what you're going to want to do is get the screws that are supplied with the OEM mud flaps, because we get them, we're not cheap, we don't get aftermarket cheap shit, we get OEM parts all the way. This is the tab they're going to be using. It's longer. If you look at them, one's smaller, one's longer. You're not going to use the OEM ones, you're going to use the ones that are supplied. And they give you actually, on one of the rear side, they give you for both, so don't think you have a lot of screws, you just have just enough. Did you want me to drill out the dimple or no?
I don't know, dude.
We'll do it some other time?
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright.
I mean, 2 bolts.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go ahead, still recording?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and just stick the tab in first to hold it, and then we're going to screw in the top one. So there's a dimple right here. You're going to have to screw with just one of these self-tapping screws, and there's a little like clip that holds the screw in, but we're not going to do that because we have brand new cars and we don't like drilling on our brand new cars just yet, but we'll probably get used to it eventually, but for now we're not going to do that bullshit. So you want to go ahead and align it, look for the hole down at the bottom, get the new tab. Like I said, just put the tab on the bottom first, and then go ahead and put the screws in. We're not going to put the middle screw in, but we're going to put the top one in. So, jump right into it. And that's it. Just one tab and one screw in the bottom. And make sure the tab's good, secured, and everything. Voila. Let my cousin do the next side. So my cousin is now taking off the left rear side. I just show him how to do the other side. So pretty simple stuff. Take off one screw, one tab, and you install the mud flaps. So yeah, you saw how to do this side. Let's show you how to do the front. Just kidding. We're gonna finish off the rear first. Sometimes you gotta get down and dirty for the jobs, boys. So right now my cousin Jesus is removing the tab on the bottom. He already removed the screw right there.
I have to take this little piece of plastic off, or?
Just a tab. Let me show you where exactly it is. This thing right here. And let me show you how you're gonna pry it out, right? I'm gonna be showing my cousin. And you kinda just wanna take your time and pry it from different angles, you know? See, that one was pretty easy, and then once you pry it out, just kinda wiggle it out with your hand. And they give you a longer one, so let me show you the comparison. See, you're gonna want to use a new one, and the screw is supplied because it's longer as well. So, let my cousin do it. Go ahead and put the tab first, Jesus, and then see this. Make sure it goes through all four, because that's the lock in. All right. Then you guys will hear that locking it, and that's all you guys got to do to make sure the tab's locked in, and voila. Now you're gonna put the longer screw in. Can you put your hands? Yeah. Exactly, you want to start it off like that. So for the right side, you're going to have to turn the wheel all the way to the left? To the right, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to turn it all the way to the right so you can have access to the fender well screws. There's 3 of them. Let me show you where they are. One screw. Oh, there's going to be 1, 2, and then third one in here. Screw is right here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 screws. So jump right into it, guys. So like I said, my cousin's gonna be removing 3 screws, 1 on the top, 1 below that one, and 1 inside. And I showed you where they were. And the reason I'm recording him is because he's never really worked on cars, so I'm showing him the basics. And the basics are, guys, if you're barely starting to work on cars with screws, is make sure with anything you're tightening or removing, lefty loosey, righty tighty. But the most important part with bolts is when you're screwing in a bolt, make sure to do it by hand first, because you don't want to cross thread it or strip it, of course. So you want to take your time and put the bolt in by hand, and then tighten it with the ratchet or screwdriver, whatever you're tightening, of course. So yeah, this is my cousin showing him how to work. His dumb ass should have taken automotive. I'm showing where the screws are at. So yeah, this one, and that one. And just like that, it'll come out. So my cousin will get back to the install, guys. So yeah, pretty easy install. So for the front, it's 3 screws, and for the back is 2 screws and 1 tab. You saw how you did the back. Now the front is pretty easy. Just remove the 2 screws on the side, and then the 1 inner one, and you should be good to go, guys. So we'll continue with the install and show you how they look afterwards. While my cousin is finishing up on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and loosen the inner screw on this side so we can go ahead and knock it out. Fill the screwdriver and we'll get on with it.
Dude, man, is it cool if I use your vacuum after this?
And then the screw will come out on the inside, and then you'll get the 2 side ones. And so I got that screw on the inner fender wheel out. My cousin's gonna turn the tire straight, so he can go ahead and remove the 2 side screws, or maybe not straight, but just so he can get them out, because he's new to working on his own car. So we're gonna show him how to do it, guys. So that's how I show my cousin how to work on cars, guys. Just having a good time. And that's it. So the fronts are 3 screws, just like you saw how we did these two. And the backs are 2 screws and 1 tab, but we didn't use one of the screws because we don't drill into our cars just yet. We're still bitches. 2017, 2018 coupe, SI or non-coupe.